kasama ho natin si Attorney Reginald Tunggol, ang nagsisilbing spokesperson, tagapagsalita ng Senate Impeachment Court. Magandang araw ho muli sa inyo and thank you so much for joining us. Attorney Tunggol, sir, si Bombo Genesis at Bombo Jai ho ito. Welcome sa Bombo Radio Philippines, sa Bombo Network News, sir.
Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat, Genesis, at sa inyong mga manonood at tagapakinig.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us, Attorney. With me is Bombo Jai. Tayo po napapakinggan at napapanood sa ating 32 stations nationwide. Kamustahin ko ho kayo at ang Senate Impeachment Court after ho ng 5 linggo na, na pag-usad po ng trial, Attorney.
Well, the impeachment court is fine as you can see, it is functioning very well. Nakita naman natin na halos na-accomplish lahat ng mga tasks ng impeachment court in the past few weeks. We are on time in terms of the presentation of Article 1. Of course, there are minor hiccups, pero parte yan ng isang proseso at ng trial proceedings, katulad na lamang nung medyo natagalan tayo sa pag-authenticate ng mga dokumento. So aside from that, that's part of the proceedings. So medyo okay naman yung ating mga senator judges. They are nakakapag-cope naman sila at naiintindihan naman nila kung ano yung mga pinipresenta ng magkabilang panig.
Doon ho sa isinagawa ho ninyo na in-camera review, Attorney, doon sa mga bank, tax records ng VP Sara, financial records ng VP Sara, kamusta ho yung naging resulta ho nito, sir?
So far, hintayin natin yung findings ng office ni presiding officer. Medyo sinusuri niya yung mga dokumento na yon and he will come up with the findings tungkol doon kung ano yung mga dokumento na sasabihin niya kay clerk of court na maaaring i-disclose. Ang pinaka-purpose lang naman nun ay para tingnan kung merong mga nakalagay doon sa bawat report na yon na mga methodologies o kung paano ginawa yung report na yon on how the Anti-Money Laundering Council investigated or came up with the documents. So titingnan lang niya kung merong madi-disclose na proseso na maaaring makasira doon sa investigative function in the future ng Anti-Money Laundering Council. So tingnan natin kung meron siyang nakitang ganun o wala doon sa mga particular documents na sinubmit ng AMLC.
Pero in the spirit of transparency, Attorney, makikita ho kayo natin yung kahit man lang counting footage dito, sir?
Hindi, kasi that's the purpose of in-camera, no? It's going to be parang in executive session before the presiding officer only.
Kailan po kayo gagamitin dito, sir? Kung may timeline ho tayo.
The documents na pinasampi na at kinumply noong July 30, yung mga dokumento na yon ay sa kahuli-hulihan pa doon sa pagpepresenta ng prosecution ng kanilang Article 2 o yung doon sa misuse yung ill-gotten wealth, no? So doon nila ipepresenta yon para ma-establish na nag-accumulate ng wealth yung respondent Duterte more than the income that she is legally earning. So yun yung last. So that will be 31 days sa Article 1 and then 8 days sa Article 3. So pag nakalipas na yung 31 plus 8 days na yon, which is 39 days, doon pa lang natin makikita yung mga dokumento na yun.
Okay. Bombo Jai, with your file, Attorney.
So sabihin pa rin ng generative artificial intelligence, attorney, with audio and video manipulation. May ginagawa ba ang impeachment court na strategic protocols sa mga lumalabas na video sa internet, lalo yung mga sinadyang i-edit talaga?
For the impeachment court, no, katulad ng lagi kong sinasabi, any courts in the land they are all passive courts, meaning it cannot take notice of whatever is going on outside of the proceedings of the court to act on it. It has to be taken up by either party or a senator judge. Kailangan nilang i-bring up to the attention of the court or to present it as an evidence, either testimonial, documentary, or object evidence within the proceedings and rules of the court. So other than that, hindi siya makaka-akto kapag walang gumalaw na any party or senator judge to bring those up.
Sa ibang usapin naman, attorney, as of now, may natanggap na ba kayong or may natanggap na ba yung impeachment court na official request mula kina Senator Dante Marcoleta at Senator Jinggoy para maka-join dito sa proceedings?
Ang alam ko may liham na ipinresenta si Senator Jinggoy Estrada mga matagal na, mga 3 weeks ago pa.
Mm.
At yun yung liham na binigay sa ating mga senator judges para may official request siya na makapagsali dyan. However, it is not the impeachment court who will take that matter up because it was referred by the presiding officer and the Senate President to the plenary session of the Senate as a legislative body. So sila po bilang mga senador ang mag-take up nung matter na po yan.
Na-mention nyo kanina, attorney, sa Article 1, 31 days, and then sa Article 3 ay 8 days yung gugugulin dito. As of now, how's the pace of the trial, attorney?
Sorry, I didn't catch the last
As of now, how's
question.
the pace of the trial ngayon? Nasa timeline pa rin po ba tayo?
So far, we are on the 12th day today, 11th day kahapon. The 11 days sa ano dapat yan, no? Doon sa unang artikulo na tinake up na Article 4 because nagbawas sila ng mga witnesses na tapos kagad yung Article 4. We didn't need to spend the whole 11 days. So technically, we are still within the time of the first article. So we are just a few days advanced than expected in taking up the second article, which is yung Article 1.
Okay.
So far, on pace naman tayo. Of course, yung ating kailangan maintindihan ng ating mga manonood no, na yung pagpa-plot ng 90 days na yon nung ating impeachment court, it is based on the number of witnesses, not the number of documents. So kapag ang isang testigo po ay maraming kailangan i-identify at i-authenticate na mga dokumento, wala po tayong magagawa doon kasi yun po yung proseso na kailangan pagdaanan ng bawat dokumento para to be raised to the level of an evidence to be taken up by the senator judges. Without that, we will fail the due process of law. At yung kabilang panig naman, they will have the right na to confront those documents. Kapag finormal offer na at the end of the day, they will question the authenticity of that document and also the admissibility of those documents. So this is part of the due process at saka fair play that is in any court. So kung may kabagalan man ng kaunti, hindi natin kailangan i-sacrifice yung due process at saka yung fair play ng bawat party, ng prosecution, pati ng respondent, just for the sake of mapabilis yung proseso. So kailangan maintindihan po yun na laging nananaig po ang due process, ang pag-a-accord ng due process, lalong-lalo pa dun sa nasasakdal o sa respondent because of the Bill of Rights right po ng isang tao to be presumed innocent until proven guilty. So kahit bumagal pa po tayo, kahit na umabot pa po tayo ng 5 araw po dito, basta po yung karapatan ng respondent and ng parties ay may i-accord po ng impeachment court. Yun po yung ultimate goal ng isang korte.
Okay. Bobo Jen?
Oo. Attorney, susugan ko lamang panghuli na lang ito doon sa tanong ni Bombojay kanina, yung sa generative AI. We were able to interview si Representative Luis Tron lately and sabi niya hindi pa sila nakakapag-come up ng one position sa House panel doon sa nangyari sa yung shinare nga ni Senator Pia doon sa allegedly edited video doon sa impeachment trial. As of now, wala pa po kayong natatanggap na anumang position from the House na kumu-question ho dito, sir?
Wala po. Kaya walang act din po yung ating presiding officer at wala ring akto na magagawa ang impeachment court regarding the matter. And to be fair naman po, no?
Opo.
And to be fair naman po, I think yung video pong yun ay nakapaloob na rin po doon sa ethics complaint na ifinail kay Senator Judge Pia Cayetano last week po. So I think it's the ethics panel and the Senate as a plenary who will be able to take that matter up because sila lang po yung may karapatan to discipline the judges. The purpose of the impeachment court is to try the articles of impeachment doon po sa impeachable officer natin, not to discipline yet
Judges.
the senators themselves.
Okay. Attorney, again, thank you so much for joining us. Ingat-ingat po kayo, Attorney.
Maraming salamat po rin sa inyo.
Maraming salamat po. Si Attorney Reginald Tunggol, mga kabumbo. Siya pong nagsisilbing tagapagsalita o spokesperson ng Senate Impeachment Court.